to another beautiful moment on TechBridge at Lagos Television. This is the platform that gives you all that you need to know in the world of technology. And when you listen to this kind of programs, it empowers you. Technology itself is an enabler. It enables you to do more than you think you can do. Yeah, welcome to this platform. My name is Tonya Lagoke. Today we'll be looking at various things happening in the world of technology. Some weeks back, we talked about emerging trends in technology. So today, we'll develop further on that because so many things has happened between the last time and now. Let's go on short break, after which we'll come back to discuss with you.
Hi, my name is Confidence Davely. I'm an ethical hacker. Keep watching TechBridge on Lagos Television.
Hi everyone, my name is Ali Akdogan. I'm a video games designer. Keep watching TechBridge on Lagos Television.
I'm Adiola Eka, influencer, content strategist. Keep watching TechBridge on LTV.
We are welcome back, and this platform is TechBridge and the station is Lagos Television. I just mentioned to you that a lot has happened in a couple of weeks and days. Today we want to look at security of lives and property. We want to look at security of items, security of even what you're doing. And in this place, I have Mr. Rufus Oyiwere. Rufus, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, sir.
This is another time to talk about the last thing we started, which is emerging trend. But today we want to talk extensively on security because all those things that is happening, all the things that have been happening in the world, look at Ukraine and Russia and even in Lagos, so many things has happened. So we want to look at security. Let's start. How can we have viable security in the state, in our homes, in our offices, even in the nation?
Okay, thank you very much, sir, for this conversation. Security is a very interesting statement because there's a statement that said security is everybody's concern. It's not just one person. And I would like to use various examples. There is security from a CCTV camera point of view where you can use simple smartphones or your normal phone to be able to monitor what you are doing, whether it's from school, public transport, or whatever it is. There is identity management. So that you are providing security, you need to be able to identify that the person that you are providing that security is not actually a criminal, a missing person, or a person of interest. So we now need to be able to ask ourselves, because security is a very wide platform.
Wide platform, okay. Now, being a wide platform, there is a marriage of infrastructure with data. From what you've said, you have identity management. That goes to people like Lastra, it goes to LIMSI, it even cuts across state governments if they can do proper profiling. So how can we start with infrastructure and software to do proper identification or identity management?
The beautiful thing, again, like I said the last time, is everything is already on ground.
Everything is on ground?
Everything is already on ground.
How? Tell us, because we don't know.
It's very simple. We have our smartphones. Our smartphones are the most ubiquitous and most valuable asset we have. We have smartphones that have data, that have cameras, and people can develop applications, and you go to either your iOS or your Google Play Store and you download it.
You can even monitor your location.
Location mapping.
Yeah.
You can even clone your phone. So, for instance, let's assume that my phone was there, I could actually clone your phone. You're able to get your messages, your location, and even listening to your call.
Really?
As at today. So now, taking a step back, you now say infrastructure. So what are the infrastructures? Maybe using public transport, buses, you put cameras that are both indoor and outdoor, and you take that feed from them, whether online or offline. So I use an example. You have a bus moving from, maybe say, Central Business District of Ikeja to Yaba. You now know that maybe because you don't have the capacity to hold that quantum of data, so you do it in batches. From this area, data has been captured on the camera. When it gets to a particular area, it's uploaded. But you see, that data or that CCTV camera is of no use to you if it is reactive and not proactive.
Okay. Reactive and proactive. Reactive is what has happened, but proactive is taking a step before it happened.
Thank you very much. Now, Lagos State government has done a very fantastic work with regards to security. If you drive around the city of Lagos, or I call it the state of Lagos because it's a city state.
Okay.
You will see police vehicles at different locations, all seated, trying to prevent various issues with regards to crime. Now, just imagine if you now put cameras, both indoors and outdoors, and give access with identity management systems. So somebody enters a bus who is already captured in a database as a person of interest. And that camera captures the person because there are systems, there are softwares, not that they need to be developed, are currently available that can be able to identify a human being and immediately trigger that information. So the person is leaving Ikeja and is going to Yaba. Maybe at 7 Up, there's already a vehicle, and you know that this person has entered there. So we become more reactive. And when you have systems and processes, people tend to now become more careful.
Because they know somebody is monitoring them. Actually, Lagos has done beautiful work. It's just to harmonize all this thing. Because if you look at it, you have Lastra, who are in charge of registering residents in Lagos State. If you look at Lagos State, they have Lagos State Security Trust Fund, who are providing gadgets to police people. If you look at LASEMA, they are in charge of managing the emergencies, and they have all these things you're talking about. If you look at even LASMA, they have all these cameras. So it's just to harmonize this thing.
So let us even take it even a step. LASRA's responsibility is to be able to create an identity for every Lagosian. But a lot of people are not coming forward.
They are not coming forward, but there could be a better step, maybe decentralize this thing.
So, no, to even address that issue even more easily, the federal government has made it mandatory for everybody who wants to have a SIM card to have a NIMSI card. So LASRA can, based on data silos, data segmentation, get data for people who live in Lagos and just simply upload them and create identity for them and simply let them know via current existing systems, mobile phone, that your LASRA card or your LASRA identity is available. Come and pick it up at either your local government or wherever it is. So
in that case, there should be a signage between LASTRA and the NIMSI.
Yes, but again, because both of them are working for the same purposes.
Just for identification of the citizens.
So LASTRA, without having to compel people, because again, communication is important. A lot of people don't understand why they need to have a LASTRA card. But the benefits of having your identity captured in Lagos State is tremendous, either from a health insurance perspective, from a safety perspective, and all the rest.
Or you want to do any business with Lagos State government.
Yes. Now, LASTRA has your identity. Now, assume now, for instance, with that identity, you are on the road. LASMA can even call into that identity management and be able to profile you and have an understanding and provide security. With that same identity that you have from LASRA, if any incident happens and the CCTV system is a smart system, it can simply notify the police within that particular area and quickly respond. Like I said earlier on, the most important thing is our capacity to think.
Capacity to think.
Because we have all these various solutions sitting down in silos. It's just to simply tell ourselves, I don't need to keep this information to myself. If I open up my information portal and provide security of data, we can harmonize. And by all means, data is king, again. But that data, if you lack the capacity to think, you cannot create solutions or answers to the well-being of your society.
So data is king, data is the next all, but you must mine it, you must use it, you must refine it to be able to interpret what the data is all about. Okay, now you have said several things. One of them is ability to be able to do proper profiling and identity management. But I see that there are duplications of data and activities. Can it be harmonized? Because that's where the problem is. When things are happening, I expect different agencies to be able to tap into central things to identify. We have people that are managing traffic, LASMA. We have people that are managing vehicle. So those people have their own data. Banks have their data. Employment Trust Fund has its own data. Lastra has. And a number of data are sitting in silos. So what can we do to augment this? Because technology is always available. It's just to tap into technology and use it. So what can we do?
Let me just take a detour.
All right.
Lagos State government has a Lagos State infrastructure company that is laying fiber across the entire state.
That's another one.
That's another one. And that...
No, truly, Lagos is doing a lot.
Yes.
And
that is a humongous channel for data aggregation. Now, because it is laying fiber across the entire state, the question right now, like I come back again, sorry that I'm sounding like a broken record. The question is, I, as Lagos State Health Management Board, what data do I need? And why do I need the data? As LASMA, what data do I need? And why do I need the data? And how is that data of use to me? LASRA, what data do I need? Why do I need that data? How do I mine that data to continually remain relevant? It still comes back to one single matrix.
which is
Your capacity to think.
Louder.
Because once you have that understanding, then LASRA now knows, I need this data for this. So as they mine the data, newer solutions, newer services, I'll use an example. Assume that all the primary healthcare centers had the capacity to capture their data. That data that they are capturing can allow them know the number of children that were born, where they were born, by whose parents, what medical conditions they had. That data itself is required, if properly mined, by pharmaceutical companies, by NGOs, by foundations, and you can start to provide information. Another example, LASMA. LASMA, you have humongous traffics along particular areas. Because you have access to the Lagos State infrastructure network that is being built, you can be able to plan how to be able to remove the bottlenecks in traffic and allow people to move seamlessly. Because if you have a seamless transportation system, the productivity of your citizens improves. The productivity of your citizens improves, their capacity to pay taxes, fines, fees, and rates also improves. It still comes back to the same issue. We started with security, we've moved on to data. It comes down to the fact that there is data. How do you manage that data to create current value and future needs?
All right, viewers, I believe you are gaining one or two things, and I think we should quickly go on break, after which we continue talking more about technology and security. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Confidence Stavely. I'm an ethical hacker. Keep watching TechBridge on Lagos Television.
Hi everyone, my name is Ali Akdogan. I'm a video games designer. Keep watching TechBridge on Lagos Television.
I'm Adiola Eka, influencer, content strategist. Keep watching TechBridge on LTV.
We are welcome back from that break, and we are talking about security and technology. Yeah, when you look at financial and technology, they said fintech. So I don't know what we can call this, security and technology. Maybe we call it CQ tech. So today we are talking about security and technology, and my guest has talked about camera, he has talked about CCTV camera, he has talked about data. But there are still so many things we need to talk about, such as application, because somebody told me that he developed something like anti-kidnap app. But I want to look at what Lagos State government or any stakeholder can do to ensure that security is appropriately upscaled, because my guess says security is everybody's business. So let's go back to our discussion about security and technology. Apart from data, apart from CCTV, what other things can we leverage on? Because we have a lot of them, because we are looking at how to secure life, people, properties, and even anything.
Okay, so again, like I had earlier on said, the most important thing that we need to ask ourselves is, what is the objective? If we identify the objective, then the tools to be able to achieve it. So I'll use an example. Lagos State government is doing a fantastic job. They have tech hubs sitting over the whole place that they have partnered with private enterprises to be able to create applications and services that using your standard smartphone, people can download. Now, the question with regards to this is, what do we want to achieve? Because again, there's a certain level that your desire to get security and desire to get data starts to infringe on the personal liberties of the individual. And if you look at developed climes, you now start people now say, big brother, the big eye is watching over what you do. Because it is very possible to be able to streamline data and security even to your doorstep. How your waste is accumulated, how your waste is collected, how water is fed to you, what is your electricity need, how that electricity is generated, how it is consumed. We can go on. We can be here till kingdom comes, talking about the different applications. But again, of any state in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Lagos State is far ahead because everything is that's required to provide what you call a smart city initiative.
That one has always been there. In the previous administration, they've talked about smart Lagos, smart Lagos. They spoke about so many other things about Lagos. I'm looking at a situation where we can harness all this potential, Internet of a Thing, data collections, security across board, application development. We even have a program in Lagos State called Art of Technology. Recently, they just did one, maybe Art of Technology version 3 or so. I'm looking at how they can call all the stakeholders. We address this issue of security. You've been praising Lagos, which is, of course, it's obvious to everybody that Lagos is doing a lot when it comes to Lagos safety corps, it comes to Lagos Security Trust Fund, it comes to Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, LASRA, LASMA, LASEMA, a number of things. But let there be harmonization so that we can synchronize all these things and get the result of securing lives.
So, sir, let me start, and I could be wrong in some of my analysis, but pardon me. A few years ago, Lagos State government started with the Lagos State Security Trust Fund, and private enterprises and government invested significantly in infrastructure, vehicles, patrol cars, and the rest.
That's the idea.
But you see, that investment, with every sense of modesty, did not have a process of smartness around it.
All right, let's take it further because we've explored CCTV, we've explored data, we've explored even data communication in form of fiber laying. Now, can we look at some other aspects of security? Because we're talking about security and technology. And like I said, maybe we can term it CQ tech, just like we have fintech too. All right, so what other aspect can we look at? Because we must secure lives and property. So many things happening. There are so many terrorism all around. There are so many kidnapping all around. What other aspect of this have we not covered?
Okay, so from other aspects that we will look at, it can even from an app perspective. So
Application.
Yeah. So somebody is sending a message, either using an SMS, using the WhatsApp application, Telegram, and there are keystrokes, certain tens of phrases that pass through the telco systems that flag it and say, no, this particular the particular wording is an issue, and you capture it somewhere and you are able to track it later. It all comes down to apps, and it all comes down to the quality of development, technology development that we have seated here in the country. And it all comes to government's requirement of the type of applications that they need. But all that comes back to the privacy of the citizen.
Okay.
There's a certain level you cannot go beyond with regards to monitoring a private citizen's communication.
Okay.
But where that private citizen's communication now becomes detrimental to the general good, government, based on their own terminologies, know how to
interpret it. Okay, that's interesting because at the time I sat in one particular meeting and the guys were thinking of how to develop an application in such a way that you see all these downfall guys who drive rough. Sometimes you can even record 1 minute, 30 seconds. You can upload it. There should be a central application where people can record any event going on. You just record it, you just upload it. There will be some people monitoring, the big eyes, who are monitoring, they watch what is happening because that is a proof of what is happening. So it's not only for Danfo, it's not about transport alone. It's cut across everything in Lagos and even in Nigeria. So if we have such application, we have such solution where people can record and upload and tag it and say this is dangerous, this is security lapses, this is rough driving, something that can capture what is going on, and people that are reviewing the videos can quickly go in and salvage the situation. I think it will go a long way.
I'll use an example, and thank you very much for what you are saying. So I'll use a very good example. Like I had earlier on said, everything is available. Let's use, for instance, TikTok. If you look at the current generations that we have, everybody has gone onto the social media, to the internet.
Social media, yeah, agreed.
Our lives are no more private. Everybody has now turned into a reality star. Now, government can incentivize that process. So you notice that government says, if you notice a behavior, do a 1 second TikTok or 1 second Instagram feed, send it to this hashtag. Maybe you get, only with it sent, you can be compensated for it. But you see, as that information is coming out, there are algorithms and development applications that can be picked in. So as millions and thousands of content is coming in,
it filters
it and prioritizes it,
yeah,
and sends it to the right application. So government can turn its young population into its social police using current existing platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, and all the rest.
That's another one. And that is why we need to do more advocacy on this. Somebody told me that in advanced countries, you see the retirees, all those people who have retired, see them, even though they've retired, you see them at the at the top roof, So you see them, they just record, they upload, and they get some compensation.
Yes.
Even though they are retired, they are doing 1 or 2 things for the government in terms of security, in terms of information. Some of them are equally working for some news agencies just to give them reports. I think we should do more advocacy on this because there is no limit to what we can talk about security and technology. And that is why we've done this today. And the viewers can equally participate in this because you can reach us, you can reach onto us in Lagos Television. One aspect you need us to talk about when it comes to security and technology is very, very important. And I'm sure my guest will be coming back in the subsequent episode. Rufus, I want to thank you for coming on this platform.
Thank you very much
and
for
I'm
having
sure,
us.
like we said, 2022 is loaded with emerging trend in technology. And that is why we need to do more advocacy. We need to see more. We need to talk more. We need to imbibe technology because technology actually has solutions to all this. Thank you for coming on
You're
this
welcome,
platform.
sir.
Viewers, let's quickly go on a short break and we'll join you on the other side.
Hi guys, my name is Samuel Opaya. You all people know me as Sam VJ, and I'm on live on TECHBRIDGE. Keep watching TECHBRIDGE on Lagos Television. Don't talk that.
Hi, my name is Confidence Stavely. I'm an ethical hacker. Keep watching TECHBRIDGE on Lagos Television.
Hi everyone, my name is Ali Akdogan. I'm a video games designer. Keep watching TECHBRIDGE on Lagos Television.
Yeah, welcome back from that break. And there's no limit to what we can talk about security and technology, from CCTV to data communication, to application development, to infrastructure development, to awareness, and to incentivication or incentivizing even the public to upload solutions even to the application. So we will do this more and more because our nation needs to be secured, our state needs to be secure, our neighborhood needs to be secured, and we need to talk about security, we need to talk about technology, and we have experts all over even the country, and they are ready to do this. Harmonization of data itself, advocacy to the agencies and solutions all around, and that is why we need to pay attention to security. We need to pay attention to technology. Technology is an enabler. So always join us on Tuesday at 1:30 on this platform. We'll be glad that you have done and that you are doing that, and we'll bring you the latest in the world of technology. Thank you for today. My name is Tony Olagoge. Bye.